Happy Saturday, friend. Let's have a little Lexi talk. I'm feeling a little bit better today, so let's do it. Hey, friends. How are you today? It's Saturday, March 8th, 2025. I hope that you're well. I hope that you got wonderful rest last night and that you're feeling chipper and alive this morning and grateful this morning. I'm grateful that I'm up. Of course, I was up at 2 something this morning watching the 999 show, watching Bill do his painting, his beautiful painting. And then I told them I had to go back to bed. I woke up, like in a stupor, and I'm like, oh, and I'm like, oh, Bill's on. So I went on and chatted with my beautiful sister Selena and with Bill and everybody else that was in the space. And then I went back to bed. But my sleep has been rest broken for the last few weeks, not just because I haven't felt well this last week, but for the last few weeks. So, I don't know. But hopefully we'll be getting back on track soon. I get so tired in the evening, early evening, but my daughter works until after 8 p.m., so I can't go to bed early. And I go pick her up, and then we come home, and usually we sit and we chat and we watch YouTube. That's her way to relax and my way to catch up with her for the day. And so then we're like, okay, let's just watch one video. And then one video turns into 2. Excuse me, here I go yawning again. And then 2 turns into 3. And they're, if they're half-hour videos or longer, that time goes so fast. And then by the time you know it, it's like almost 11 o'clock at night. And I'm like, okay, we need to go to bed, especially when we have to get up early. She had to be to work at 9:30 this morning. So I was up early, of course. But I'm really sore, like my shoulders hurt. I need a massage. I have never had a massage. Fun fact, I'm 60 years old. I've never had a massage in my life. I've never had one. And I have so many knots and built up tensions from years of things that have gone on in my life. And the most knots that I have are from Hurricane Hugo back in 1989, September, on St. Croix. That was really traumatic and a very traumatic time. And I feel like I still have knots from that time in my body, that I need to release. I really need a good massage. And I try to do like the water massage in the shower and everything, but that doesn't always work. So I need a massage. That's something. I need a spa. I need to go to somebody's spa. And when I get down to my goal weight, that's what I'm going to do. And I know I don't have to wait till then, but that's a gift that I want to hopefully be able to give to myself. And I want to go to a spa and just relax. I want to go for a few days. And I don't know which spa or where. Maybe it'll just be my trip to Bora Bora, and I will go to the spa in Bora Bora and just relax and just let everything just float away. That's what I would like to do. So if you're new here, welcome. And my old dear friends here, hey, welcome back. This is Yappy, my personal support Chihuahua here on YouTube. And we've got some calming music. You can see the little Buddha behind me. I just love that whole scene. And if Yappy wasn't in the video, we could see that. But, she always wants to make an appearance. And I have to let her. So. But anyway, I just have been here. I picked up Zoe's laptop this morning, and I was so frustrated because I couldn't figure out how to get on YouTube Studio on her laptop because, of course, it's all set up for her. And I couldn't figure out that. I finally got on. So I was able to change a few things in YouTube Studio under channel, and I was able to go in and put in a few different content creator names so that when people look them up, my videos should pop up. And to put my name in and women over 40, women over 50, women in their 60s, Black women on YouTube, just some different things to push my content. So I did that this morning, and I checked. We've got over 5,000 views on YouTube. I think that's amazing. Now, if I had that in watch hours and subscribers, that would even be more amazing. But I found there were 3 subscribers there who I didn't know were subscribed, and that is Ayasha Loya Fine Arts, and Conrad M.O. Gardner, and Veronica Mendez. So thank you so much for being here. That was my first time being on a laptop or a desktop looking at my YouTube studio in these last 2 months, because I don't have a computer, so I have to use my daughter's. And the frustrating part about it was everything kept coming up under her YouTube studio or her YouTube. So I'm like, no, I need my YouTube studio. So it took me a while. I was so frustrated. I mean, I did have an outburst with myself. I was so frustrated. I'm like, come on, let me in. So finally I was able to get in. So that was good. So I was able to see those subscribers. So thank you. Oh, I'm not doing a yawn count today. I'm not doing a yawn count today, but oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I don't know what is going on. I mean, I know I didn't sleep good last night. I mean, that's obvious. Oops. That's obvious. You know what I mean? But sorry. Trying to fix my little setup here. Okay, there we go. So I wanted to get that bit of housekeeping out of my 3 subscribers who I haven't shouted out. And they subscribed, I believe, last month. I think most of them were in February. I didn't write that down. I should have wrote down the dates that they subscribed, and I did not do that. So yes. So I don't know what we're talking about today. There was a topic that I was involved in this morning with some beautiful ladies that I'm in a group chat with. And the topic really intrigued me because the topic really was boundaries. Not in that many words, but it was about boundaries and explanations. And, we're all here on this space, and you get a lot of people who comment and say certain things to you and whatnot. Thank God, I haven't really had any major mean comments. I've had a confrontation with somebody in chat who I've since blocked because I don't need that energy. And in a place, in a chat where it's supposed to be calm and beautiful, and we're watching people paint or people do other things or tarot readings or whatever, and this person is always there. And I was warned about this person when I first initially met this person, right in the chat. I was warned. And but I mean, what gives you the right to tell me or talk to me the way that you think you can talk to me? You don't have the right to. I don't know you. You're on a screen. You're inside my phone when I'm watching. I don't know you, and I don't communicate with you in that way. You know what I mean? So don't do that to me, and I'm not going to allow it at all. As a 60-year-old woman and an adult, I am not going to allow that. So you're not going to disrespect me, and I don't owe you an explanation for a damn thing. And that was the discussion in the group chat this morning. Somebody who's been like bullied by someone, basically, a grown-ass man, and just I feel for that person. I don't know either party. I don't know the person who is bullied or the bullier. I don't know either one of them. But my take on it was, and excuse my language, this is an adult space, was fuck you and fuck off. Period. You don't have the right to tell me how I should do my channel, and unless I asked you for advice, which I asked you all for advice yesterday, but this isn't that type of thing. This is somebody who is just like picking on another person. And this person, from what I understand, is a single person raising her family, working, and you don't need to give anybody explanation as to why you post or don't post or put up a video or don't put a video or what your video schedule is. You don't owe anybody that explanation. You know what I mean? And it's just, let them, But also the book of boundaries. You know what I mean? It's like, no, I'm sorry. You know, I don't owe you. I don't have to explain to you, you know, at all about anything. You know what I mean? Like, at all. You know, at all. You know, it's just like ridiculous. I'm trying to look up something that would like kind of help in that scenario. You know, like they have one on here, of course, about friend boundaries and prep tips for like breaking up with somebody, which this would be. I believe that person in the chat who I don't know, and the person who's the bullier who I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming that there's some kind of friend relationship, or maybe it's really an acquaintance relationship, because I'm sure they're not friends. I'm sure it's an acquaintance relationship. You know what I mean? Because I'm sure they've never met this person in real life, you know? But like she says here, Melissa Urban says in her book of boundaries, if you do find that you need to end a friendship or a relationship, I'm going to say a relationship, not a friendship. Here are some best practices to help you communicate clearly, minimizing the potential for drama, and giving each of you the opportunity to go with grace. You know what I mean? And that's what I did in that chat. I said, when we were having a conversation, it was a beautiful chat. It was about art. It was two people painting. And this is my hydro jug, not sponsored, but it's listed down below in the description. And I'm drinking water, sparkling water, with lemon and some salt and a little bit of blue raspberry electrolytes. But, you know, it's like, why should I have to explain to you? Why are you coming at me? Why are you coming at me in an innocent group chat? You know, somebody showed something and I made a comment and like, oh yeah, and that's also so-and-so and so-and-so, you know, and this person came at me full force, and it wasn't the first time. It's like every time I'm in the chat, and this person just met me 2 minutes ago. And you met me online, so you don't know me because you really haven't met me. You don't know me. And this person felt the need when I posted something about having technical difficulties last week and I couldn't get my videos to post, or the week before, either last week or the week before. And this person proceeded to put a comment, you know, oh, well, you need to push the right buttons or something like that. But the name that came up for them was not the name that I'm used to seeing of them when we're in the chat rooms. So I'm like, who the hell is this telling me something? And I was getting ready to cuss them out. But then when I looked and I said, oh, this is that person. So I told them, point blank period, you lucky I didn't cuss you out. You know what I mean? But you don't have, and they're very sarcastic, and there's dry humor, sarcastic and whatever. But when it's mean humor, I'm not there for it. When it's mean-spirited, I'm not there for it. You know what I mean? So I had to nip it in the bud. And I had to have a conversation with one of my beautiful sisters here and let her know. And, you know, she said to me, by all means, you know, she told me what to do. And so I did it. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I'm blocking you. You've got to go. And I wish YouTube would make that a little bit clearer, you know, and a little bit like, if somebody is in your space and you don't want them in your space, then you need to block them. Period. I don't have a problem with having a block party at any day of the week. I don't have a problem with that. You know what I mean? At all. You know, and in this instance, she's giving some different points. Let's see, she gives 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So she gives 9 tips, okay, of what to do. I'm just going to read you the tips, and then maybe we'll pick one and we'll discuss. She says, do be considerate with your timing. So basically, choose a quiet time for a brief interaction with this person. Now, the person, for me, there was no time for that. We were in a chat. You know, it wasn't like we were together face to face. You know what I mean? So the timing was then and there to nip that in the bud, and I did. Don't approach it from a place of anger or frustration. If you suspect you're going to verbally vomit all all the ways this person was a terrible friend to you, or acquaintance to you, then you might want to wait until you're calm and grounded. You know what I mean? And that is so funny because this morning in that chat, the first word that came out of my mouth, the first two words that came out of my mouth were fuck off to that person. Like, you need to tell them just that. They do nothing for you. They don't pay your bills. They don't live where you live. They don't know your situation. All they know is what they see or what you've told them. They don't know you. They don't know you. I'm so lucky that my friends here, there are a lot of them who know me and I know them. We know each other and we're very kind to each other and we're able to speak to each other and support each other here. And that's what I love. And I would never do something like that to any of them. I would never do that, period. Even in jest, I would just never do that. I'm not going to embarrass you or bring something up in a chat that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. But because you want me to know that you know this and you know that, you're just going to start spouting this stuff in the chat. It's not necessary. So just like this particular person with the bully who's way over the seas in another freaking country from them probably, or wherever, fuck off. You have no right to tell me how to do my YouTube channel or anything. It was unsolicited. Period. Period. And if you're just coming in, here and you're like, huh? This is just a conversation. This is just a conversation about someone else who I don't know. This is my take on it. This is what I would tell the other party who was bullying. This is what I would tell them as a grown-ass woman. You know what I mean? The next thing is, don't attempt to dictate their experience by saying, I don't think this friendship is healthy for either of us. Almost makes it sound like you're doing this for their sake. Right, because you're not doing it for them. And if you know anything, if you've watched my other video about this, the Book of Boundaries, when we set up boundaries for people, the boundaries are for us, to protect us. The boundaries are not for you. The boundaries are not for the other party. When I say you, I don't mean you. I'm talking about the other person. That's not who the boundary for. The boundary is for us. The boundary's for us. Because we need to protect our peace. That boundary's for us. Now, that's where I feel like this goes hand in hand with the let them theory from Mel Robbins. Yes, the boundary is for you. So let them do whatever they're doing over there. The boundary is for you. And if they can't accept your boundary, then they need to be cut off, period. And that's it. That's it. Cut off. That's it. There's no explanation. Like I watch these videos with the girly pops, which are the young girls who do their YouTube, who are flitzing around town and a day in my life and shopping and this and going to brand deals and trips and da-da-da-da-da. They always have to explain what's in the background. Oh my God, there's a stain on the wall. I'm so sorry. Oh my God, my hair's not combed. I'm so sorry. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm not sorry. I picked up the camera to do my video, and what you see is what you get. I'm not sorry about the way my hair looks. I'm not sorry about the way I look. I'm not sorry about Yappy in my video. I'm not sorry about my music. I'm not sorry about it. This is intentional. I'm filming. This is intentional. This is what you're going to get. I'm not going to explain to you and say I'm sorry and blah, blah, blah. What difference does it make? What difference does it make? You know what I mean? And that's something that I can't stand, the whole explanation of things. I don't owe you an explanation. No is a complete sentence. And whatever else I say is a complete sentence, and that's it. That's it. I don't owe you any explanations whatsoever. Whatsoever. Do express the cutoff directly. Once you have shared your feelings, be clear about what this means. It's best for me if we don't continue to try to make this friendship work. A ding, 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 ding. Exactly. It's best for me that you and I part ways. This friendship is not working for me. Okay? Bye. And I don't owe you another explanation. That's it. And at least you're telling them something. You know, the people who you have in your life who just stop talking to you for no reason, that's a whole different Oprah show. That's a whole nother Oprah show. But we're talking about somebody that is in your space, whether it be face-to-face or whether it be virtually. They're in your space and they're trying to dictate to you what you should be doing with your life and with your things, unsolicited advice. No! And then be nasty about it? And saying, oh, I'm going to unsubscribe to you because you don't post enough or you don't do this enough or you don't do that. Well, that's your right. And go and do so. Bye. Bye. Boy, bye. Okay? Do extend grace if it feels authentic. You know, if it feels authentic, extend the grace. Add, I wish you nothing but good things. And move on with your life from there. Don't allow them to dump how terrible they feel and how sorry they are all over your lap. Don't. I don't want to hear it. Because this forces you to once again to comfort them because they're playing the victim. No, I don't want to hear it. I'm not interested in that. Bye. I'm not interested. I said what I had to say. And that's it. Don't linger, especially if they're angry. Allow them the courtesy of processing their feelings in privacy. Excuse yourself from the conversation. Exactly. I've got to go now. You deal with whatever you have to deal with, but this conversation is over. Like I said in the chat the other day, I'm not having this conversation with you on this chat. I'm not. Over something that you nor I were not physically there and know nothing about somebody else's life who is deceased. And you're trying to spout all this stuff to me. I'm not the creator. I'm not God. I'm not the creator. I'm not spirit or any of those things. I don't judge. It's not up to me to judge what somebody did in their past. I'm talking about something fun that we're doing in the chat. And you're making it all about this other stuff. Boy, bye. And I said that. I'm not having this conversation with you. I'm not. And so then they stopped talking in the chat. Good riddance and goodbye. Don't talk in the chat anymore. Do allow space for grief. If you can feel immense relief and deep grief like in the same moment, which you can, and we all can. You know what I mean? You feel a relief, but then you feel a sadness sometimes about God. You know, that friendship is over or that whatever is over. You know what I mean? So allow for both. The end of a friendship is a loss. And of course, you would grieve, you know, for the days that were good, the lost potential, and the hole that friendship once filled in your life. So yes, if it's, of course, a close friendship, yes. I mean, I had a friendship years ago. And this person, they stopped talking to me, my God. It's probably been 11 years, 12, 13, maybe 13 or 14 years now since I've spoken to this person. And we were like this. They were like my first best friend that I met here. You know, one of my first best friends here. I met another person when I first moved here. My bestie does live here in North Carolina, but this was somebody close to me in Charlotte. And their children and my daughter were friends and went to school together and everything. And that friendship, we were best friends for like 10 years. And so it's been 13 years since I've been here, 23 years. So it's been 13 years since I've spoken to them. And they were jealous. You know, I mentioned this before in a video when I was doing the video on friendships, and I mentioned that, you know, they were jealous that I was moving on. You know, they had everything. They had a big, beautiful home. You know what I mean? They had their work that they did, their education, everything. And so you will be upset because I was trying to get to the same point, because I went back to school and was trying to better myself and do better for my family, for my mother and my daughter. You know what I mean? So you were jealous because I went back to school and I met like 2 people in school who we shared a kinship, who were 10 years or more younger than me. Okay, she and I are about a year or two apart. These people are way younger than me. And these people, one of them is still in my life now, but not really. We're just acquaintances now, basically. And one of them I don't even speak to anymore. And you know, it's like, really? So you're jealous of me, so you're going to play the victim. So now it's like, because I didn't have time for you, apparently, or I'm spending time with other people, but you have your family and you're trying to date and do other things that I wasn't interested in. So, you know, they got mad because I wasn't interested in doing things the way they wanted it done. But I'm my own person, and I don't have to do things the way you want me to do them. Now, if I come here to this YouTube like I did yesterday on my video, because I was a little discouraged yesterday, and I'm never going to stop or fail, give up or anything like that. You know, failing something is just a way to motivate you more. You know what I mean? So I'm here for this. And I'm trying to do all the little things, you know, to change things. But I mean, as far as my niche goes or my thumbnails and all that, that's hard. I'm not trying to do clickbait and everything. It's organic here. If you watch me, you watch me. If you like what I'm putting out, you like me. If you want to subscribe, then subscribe. But if you don't, then don't. You know what I mean? That's how I really feel about it. Because, I mean, come on, I'm 60. I'm not trying to kiss somebody's ass to get likes and views and clicks and all of that. I'm not. I'm here for me. I'm here for me. Now, yes, do I want brand deals? Yes. Do I want to work for YouTube? Yes. Do I want to get monetized? Yes. All of the above. I want sponsorships? Sure. I want Hydroduck to sponsor me? Hell yeah. I want the Thai people to sponsor me? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I want to do a commercial for the Let Them Theory. I'd love to be on Mel Robbins' podcast with my Lexi Talks. I'd love to meet Melissa Urban. I'd love to talk to her. I'd love it all. I'd love it all. But right now, in this moment, I'm trying to build something and find out where I want to be. My space basically is of positivity and gratitude and everything. You know what I mean? Even though it probably didn't seem so in this video. But I'm just being raw and honest with how I feel about certain topics. And that's how it is. I'm not going to be YouTube's on easy mode and I got this and that's not my niche. And I'm not going to be talking about that. I'm not going to talk about how to set up a YouTube channel. Now, I can talk about weight loss because I've lost almost 110 pounds, 109 pounds to be exact. So I can talk about that. You know what I mean? Those things I can talk about, which would probably bring me so many views, but I'm just not ready really to get into that space yet until I'm down a little bit more. And then I'll be ready to really talk about what I've done in this journey, in my weight loss journey, in this season of losing weight and how long it's taken me. And, you know, the things that worked, the things that didn't work. You know, I watch a lady here. Her name is Amy. Beautiful. She's lost 100 pounds. She's a wife and a mom. And now she runs marathons. And just beautiful. You know, I love watching her videos. I love her new home that they built and that they moved into. And I mean, her videos get the views, okay? I mean, the views. Thousands and thousands upon thousands of views on every video that she posts. You know what I mean? And I love that. And that's something that I would like for my channel too. You know what I mean? But that's not where we are right now. And like I mentioned to you before, everything happens in divine timing. And I know that that's coming for me. You know, I know that it's coming. I know that spirit has something for me. My guides have something for me. And the universe is working behind the scenes. So I know that it's coming. You know, I watched, what's this young lady's name? Dodash the other day. I don't really watch her videos like that. It just popped up on my feed. And so I'm like, okay, let me see what this is about. And she was talking about stop praying for what you want. You need to do what you want and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, maybe that's how she does things. You know what I mean? You have to do what feels right for you. You know what I mean? What feels right for you. I'm happy for her. She made it. You know what I mean? She made it big in this space. You know what I mean? And she's making money doing things. But that's not for everybody. You know what I mean? Everybody has to find their way. And if praying is what's going to do it for you, then that's what you need to do. Fast and pray. That's what you need to do. You can't listen to somebody who's making the money and doing this, that, and yeah, and listen to them, but then in the same breath, they want to charge you however much money they're going to charge you so they could shout out your channel. What? Okay. You know what I mean? That makes no sense to me, but whatever. If you want to pay somebody to shout you out, I'm shouting you out here for free. Maybe I should be charging to do shout outs. Is that the thing? Is that the way we go? You know, it just kills me. Some of the stuff I see here on this platform is it just kills me. It really does. You know what I mean? But we have to do what's best for us in this space. And one of the best things for all of us in this space, set boundaries for yourself. Set a boundary for yourself. You know what I mean? Set a boundary. Don't let somebody get on here and tell you what they think you should do or how you should, whatever. Unless you solicited and you asked them for advice. But even if so, even if you have done that, that doesn't give them the right to walk all over you at all. And you don't owe anybody any explanation at all. So I'm going to end with that. You know, you don't owe an explanation. No is a full sentence. Fuck off is also a full sentence. Kiss my ass is another full sentence. And you could just be with that. You could just be with that. And if those are not words of your choosing, then there are other nice ways to say things. You know what I mean? And mean it. Say what you mean and mean what you say, and then move on. Move on. And you don't owe explanations. And yes, you probably will have a grieving process. You know, you'll probably feel sorry that the friendship or the acquaintance or whatever it is didn't work out. But if somebody is bullying you or speaking to you in a way that you don't warrant and you don't know them, that's not a friend. That's not a friendship. And that's not even an acquaintance. That's an asshole and that's a bully. And so you need to just not even. Let them do them, and you set a boundary for yourself. Because the boundary you set is not for them, it's for you. So that is the Lexi Talk for today. I had to get that off my chest. I just had to. So, and we may have lost a few people with this video, and you know what? That's okay. I'm fine with that. Because everybody, the language is the language. You know what I mean? But hey, that's it. That's it. And I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But the profanity had to come out on this video. So anyway, I love you. And I don't know how to censor it. I don't have Final Cut Pro or any of the big time things that I can go over and go beep over when I say something. So we're not even doing that. You know what I mean? We're not doing that. It is what it is. So if you stayed this long, you know what I mean? Drop a heart down below. Any heart, any color, any hearts, several. Drop some down below. And if you want to see me speak on anything or know my thoughts on a particular topic, put it down below. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Deuces. Have the best Saturday and the best weekend. If you don't come back right away, please have a beautiful weekend. Enjoy yourself. Get some rest, some nourishment, so we can do this all again next week. But I'll be back. I'll be back later. I don't know if I'm going live at all today because I really don't want to deal with children. So I'm not sure if I'm going live. Today is not the day for that. It's not the day for that. And I don't know if any of my mods are available. So I don't know if I'm going live today. So we may decide to do it tomorrow. Tomorrow might be a better day to do it live. Or I might just randomly do one later today. Who knows? I have to see. But anyway, I thank you so much for being here. I love you plenty. And I'll see you on the next one. It's Lexi again. I forgot a shout out. What's new today with Edna? Thank you, Edna, for subscribing. I had no idea you were here, and I will definitely be popping over to your channel. So I thank you, Edna, and thank you again to Ayasha, Conrad, Mo, and Veronica for subscribing. I believe last month you all subscribed, or maybe even the first week of this month. So thank you, or maybe January. You know, I didn't write down the dates. So, and for me to try to get back into this computer and figure that out again, it's not happening right now. But Yappy and I wanted to say thank you. So thank you, Edna and Conrad and Ayasha and Veronica. We appreciate you so much. So much. We appreciate you so very much. Thank you. Deuces. Love you plenty.